Next songs here on Flashback Lunch today. We got Alice in Chains' Wood up for you next.
Every show we played with our soundman Quake, he would always play Gino Vanelli, I Just Don't Stop. And he would play this. And then once we heard those two songs, we knew it was time to be on stage.
Exactly. Time to get serious.
So we heard this every day for years.
Every day.
Here it is, Alice in Chains' Wood on the Flashback Lunch on KJEE.
You know, he based this melody on a Gregorian chant.
Really?
What?
Seriously. I love this. I love the melody. Really broken by my master.
Fourths and fifths. It's great. So.
I have to admit, I always preferred the grindiness of them bones. That was much more kind of like, you know, grunty. Still good. Love Alice in Chains. So.
We're going to. Is it supposed to be memory lane?
Well, it's just things that we can talk about or things that are interesting. Why? What?
Well, there's always John Bon Jovi.
Well, yeah.
Because we would be playing all these festivals, and it would be Henry Rollins and Hole and Green Day.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And us. And every once in a while, John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
And we kind of bonded
We
with him.
bonded with Bon.
Because
with Bon Jovi.
we were just not. It was at this point, like if Green Day were hanging out with John Bon Jovi, I'm sure they would be totally stoked.
Right.
At that point, everybody was really worried about how cool they were.
Yeah.
And we were just
like to hate Bon
these
Jovi.
total geeks.
Oh, God.
And, and we just ended up being at all these. Who were the other bands though? That were like the
Golly.
Collective Soul was on the Geek End.
Yeah.
But it was so
guys
cliquish. It would immediately go like.
Yeah.
It was like summer camp, and the cool kids would hang out together, and the geeks would hang out together.
Definitely. Yeah, that's why we were. That's why we did hang out with Collective Soul quite a bit because they were like the only guys that would talk to us.
Right.
But so it's true.
It is true.
We did so many shows with those people, and
I know.
just passing the hall, and you go hi, like.
Oof. Yeah, I'll never forget like going out there and playing our set, and the Rollins fans would be right up in the front of the stage, and I would be there, up there with my bass just like Rock on the Ocean, and there'd be these two guys with their shirts off and their tats, and they're like, look like they just want to kick my ass, and they're like this, right in front of me, right down here by my feet, like this. And they stayed that way for the whole set.
Yeah.
And their arms didn't get tired.
That's dedication.
Yeah, you gotta work out a lot.
Yeah, listen to good stories here, huh?
Yeah.
We got it on video. Guys, anything? Any songs?
that.
We're all safe.
Fine. Do you have any morphine?
And then,
Yeah.
instead of, yay or get off, they would go, Rollins! After we were done.
Yeah.
Boy, those 90s were a
Oh,
crazy time.
the worst. We could do the worst received opening band we ever had.
Which was?
Which I really wanted. King Missile.
Oh,
Do
detachable
you have
penis.
detachable penis?
For sure.
Did we have them open
Or
for
Jesus
us?
Was way cool. That's my favorite.
Did they open for us?
They opened for us, and he was actually by the end of it saying, "The louder you boo, the longer we'll stay on." And I was so excited about seeing them, and it was our crowd was generally willing,
Yes.
and they just wouldn't go there.
We did do a lot of shows with Cracker. A lot of festivals with Cracker.
You guys ever go on tour with Soundgarden?
Us?
Yeah.
No, we would have gotten our asses kicked.
Yeah.
We said Chris Cornell or what?
No,
Yeah.
the tours, like our actual tours, were the bands you'd expect. Were, Hootie and the Gin Blossoms and that. But the festival circuits were bizarre because alternative radio is just
It wasn't quite sure what
really
it
broad.
wanted to be.
Well,
It was
We were
very.
kinda on the pussy end
It
of
was
it.
it was not alternative. It was commercial alternative, leaning
Yeah.
toward commercial. And that's one that's one of the reasons why we got played so much on the radio is because we were safe for their regular established listening audience. All these stations decided, well, modern rock is it. You know, we're going to turn it into a modern rock station, but we don't want to lose all these people. So, you know, kind of the safe bands got to be a mainstay, which was nice. I'm sure it was nice for the people that
Great
listened.
time in the 90s when I remember being here in 94, 95, and 96, and just the music was incredible.
Yeah.
You had Offspring, Alice in Chains, you had the Glen going on, you had mostly the hippie guys over here, and Swell that we were working with, and Snot was coming up later on.
And the formats were, it was just open. I mean,
You could play ska.
reasonably
Play
open
swing
now.
I remember when swing was the big flavor of the day.
I used to
Big
love-
Bad Voodoo Daddy?
97.
Or
Well, no, but before that, I mean, early KJEE, I remember when this first came up, KJEE, Montecito.
There's Jim Evans here.
That's Jim, yeah, the old
And I would turn it on, I listened to it constantly. It was so, like, before it was anything.
Yeah.
We
It
had a
was
bunch
the
of CD
best.
players that every time I'd hear Dead Space, I'd do that ID, and we recorded on super VHS tapes because the automation systems at the time were crappy.
Mhm.
And they were guaranteed to fall, so what we do is make a perfect tape and make these super VHS 8-hour tapes, and out with our automation system in the car. Playing the audio off of there, there's actually our broadcast audio off these super VHS tapes.
That's great.
We played the same tapes, and played the wrong tapes. And I just heard that song at 8 a.m. when I woke up again, you know? So we had that going.
Well, but early on, it would be like,
You were here when we had, I remember having you here with Brad and DM early on, and
Yeah.
Aaron on the floor, and
well, there was early on when, and the format was more alternative and shifty. I mean, I'm thinking like back when it was literally like it would be all Elvis one day.
right, I remember
And then the
I was
next
on the
day,
box set.
it would
We
be-
did box set. We did marching music. Was actually the most.
It was great.
We did a day of marching music.
You just never knew what you would get.
We got a day of Barbra Streisand.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
well, you know, it's
Wow.
tempo music. Remember up on the Mesa, I went
Let's
there.
play some Barbra Streisand right now. You can really screw people.
Yeah, but no,
Do you have
what was the
Evergreen?
deal with that? You didn't have funding, but you had
Type in Barbara
the
and see what comes
transmitter
up.
and the.
The transmitter, well, the owner owns the site up in the mountains, Walton Peak.
Yeah.
You know where the athletic club is? He had an office there, and we were broadcasting out an office. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, I got some of those box sets, but I remember buying marching music. One guy called us when we stopped playing the marching music. I'll never listen to your station again unless you get that marching music going. And
That's
it was a
great.
joke. It was a stunting promotion to get people to talk about the station.
It worked though. I
Yeah,
would
but
love
Elvis
it.
was fun. Yeah, Barbra Streisand was fun, and I think we were going to do the Beach Boys, but one of the Beach Boys called, and he wanted to be the DJ, and he wanted to be part of it, and we just weren't set up for it.
We don't have a microphone.
We don't have a microphone. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything that can come in.
Absolutely.
Any songs I missed, just call me, I'll download them.
Thanks.
Okay.
There were some other people that we played with quite a bit. And I know we did some stuff with Bare Naked Ladies, but right now we have to kind of wait for subtracting songs.
Yeah.
I had too many. But if you think of something,
You wanna-
we'll take one of mine out.
The King Missile would be hilarious.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. In
Yeah.
fact, let's do that right now.
Do you have Jesus Was Way Cool or only? Probably not.
92.9 KJEE, Santa Barbara's modern rock. Hanging out in studio with Dean Dinning, the bassist of Toe the Wet Sprocket, Glen Phillps, singer of Toe the Wet Sprocket. Now, I was reading here that you guys formed while going to San Marcos High School. Is that correct?
Essentially, yes. We all went to San Marcos, and Glenn was a freshman when we were seniors. And
That's what I was reading, yeah. So were you like the cool, super talented young kid? Because you guys were a little bit older. High school is kind of interesting like that, where, you know, there's an interesting dynamic between the seniors and the juniors versus the freshmen. How did that all
I
work
was a
out?
little more of a nerd actually,
Yeah,
but it all worked out.
it all worked out.
Yeah.
Tonight, the show, Granada Theater. Very excited for that. Doors opening at 6. Silent auction beginning at 6. Concert beginning at 7. Tickets on sale now at the Granada box office. You guys have had so many different bands, especially a lot of them that we've been playing today. You guys have played with these bands, opening acts and whatnot. One of which you mentioned was a little band called King Missile.
King Missile, yes, and I thought they were hilarious, and they were opening this one show for them. I had 3 of their records. I thought they were great, and
Yeah.
our audience normally was fairly willing to go wherever we asked them to go with an opening act,
Yeah.
and this was a case where they pretty much, if they'd been willing to be booed off the stage, they would have been
Can't
booed
even
off
give a
the
straight
stage.
face over here.
But they, it really went over terribly. It was such a
It was
utter
unusual.
disaster.
It was unusually bad.
And I really enjoyed them.
Because this is the song that gets the most love. I really have no idea what the rest of King Missile sounds like.
The weird thing is the talking stuff is like the stuff that I really got into. They have, Jesus was really cool and all kinds of... Their spoken stuff is wonderful. And the kind of more band stuff, it was odd talking to the guitarist after the show, and it's like, we really want to try. I mean, I know people think that talking stuff is funny, but we want to be taken more seriously as a band. So I think the next record is going to be
There we go.
funny stuff. And then they came out with this.
Yes, exactly. And then there was this. This is the only time where I can actually say penis as much as I want on the radio. So this is good for me, yeah.
All right. Penis.
Detachable penis. Yeah, go nuts.
All right.
Penis.
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 Detachable penis. On KJEE.
Woo! Radio is fun.
Radio is fun.